Hey everyone, Brendin from Brinkley RV here. I'm excited to show you the all new Model Z 2680. This comes in at 29 foot, 11 inches, and dry weighs just under 11,000 pounds. At this weight and length, you can tow with older 3/4 tons, gasser 3/4 tons, and get you into any state or national park, no problem. So starting out here on your door side pass-through, so we have the door up, you can see you have a really large pass-through for a 29 foot, 11 inch fifth wheel. You do have the sliding access walls to have access to any electrical, plumbing, your heating stuff as well back there if you need to address anything. On this wall we have hot and cold water, so you can make your own little outdoor kitchen area, or if you need to wash off the kids' feet or the dog's paws, you can do that as well. You have your battery monitor here. You have your pass-through light switch outlet with USB, USB-C, and then your satellite coax, again, if you want to set a TV here and watch the big game outside. And underneath the pass-through, on any floor plan that doesn't have the rear storage, like the 2900 or 3100, we'll put this black storage chest underneath the pass-through, so it fits folding chairs perfectly, white folding tables, again, just additional storage so you can take everything with you when you're going camping. So just in front of our pass-through storage, we have our one of two 30-pound LP tanks with tank IQ. So basically, when you fill the tank up, there's a little sensor here that'll show you whether it's full, half full. So as you're using it, you don't have to pull it out, lift it up, guess how much is left. That sensor will tell you. With this bracket, you can fit a 20-pound tank if you're in a pinch, along with a 40-pound tank if you want additional propane storage. So on the very front, we have an automotive painted black front cap. It looks super clean. It's a sleek design going down the road, looks like nothing else. And then on the tops and the bottoms, we have our automotive light lens with the light behind it, so you can turn this thing on at night at the campsite and everyone's gonna know that it's a Brinkley. For our hitch, we're using the Curt Helix. So it has a coil spring along with a shock absorber, so going down the road, it's gonna dampen that rough truck ride. Everything getting sent from the truck isn't gonna make it back into the chassis of your unit. So up in your front bulkhead storage, we have a lot going on. So on the very bottom, we have our custom battery box that's designed to fit two Group 27 sized batteries. On the back wall, we have our 60 amp charge controller that's tied to one 370 watt solar panel on the roof, and it is prepped for a second one if you'd want to install that. Just to the left of it, we have our one of two disconnects. This is our storage mode, so if you're putting this thing away for a long extended period of time, turn that off and you don't have to worry about your batteries draining over winter, or whatever the time may be. And then you also have one in the pass-through, which is your 12-volt power switch, so that'll disconnect everything but the jacks, the solar, and the refrigerator. Up on the ceiling, we have our inverter prep. So it is prepped for a 3,000 watt inverter, and if one is installed, it'll power all the outlets and your main air conditioner. Over on the right-hand side, we have our generator accessory wiring, so you do have the ability to add an onboard LP generator if you choose to do so. That just makes life a little bit easier. And then we have our hydraulic reservoir and pump, so you have a 4-point hydraulic leveling system along with your main slide being hydraulic as well. So over on our off-door side pass-through, on the inside of the bulkhead wall, you're gonna have your leveling controller, so you can use it from here. You can also use the One Control app after you've paired your phone. Over on Utility Center, on the very top, we have our electric dump valves, so you'll see two grays and one black. The front gray is gonna be for your front two 40-gallon grays, so your washer dryer if you choose to install one, your shower, your bathroom sink, and then the back one's gonna be for your kitchen sink and your dishwasher if you choose to install one of those, and then you have your black tank. So you have 80 gallons of gray up front, another 40 in the back, so 120 of gray capacity, 40 black, and then 75 gallons of fresh water. So here we have our Nautilus panel. So this basically allows you to do any type of camping super easily. You have a little sticker there that shows you exactly how to turn the knobs depending on the type of camping you're wanting to do. So city water if you're all hooked up, dry camping if you're out in the middle of nowhere. This allows you to do that super simple. You have another hot and cold water hookup, satellite cable, your auxiliary, and then you have an additional water pump switch. So you can use the one inside, but if you're already out here, you can power it on from here. You have your city water inlet, your black tank flush, and these are brass, and this ties along well to all of our PEX fittings. Instead of plastic on our T's and 90s on all the PEX that you can't see from here, we actually decided to use brass. And then we have a built-in 65-foot city water hose. This is the front, this is what would go to your city water, And then this is the back, so if you're filling your tank, plug it in here, or if you're hooked up to city water. And you have an outlet here along with a QR code, so if you have any questions in this area, scan that QR code and it'll take you directly to our owner's hub. So on the rear of the 2680, at the very top, you have a Furrion observation camera that is gonna come with a 7-inch display for the cab of your truck. So you can look at it, watching what's going on behind you going down the road, but also give you a hand when you're backing into campsites. On the very bottom, we have our 2-inch receiver hitch and a 4-way flat. It's rated at 300 pounds carry and 3,000 pounds tow. And then the 4-way flat, whether you put an accessory or a trailer on here, if it has trailer lights or turn signals, you'll allow to power on that way. Over here, we have our heavy duty ladder that's rated at 300 pounds. And then up on the roof, you have an additional stanchion. That way, when you climb your way up, you don't have to kind of crawl on. You can grab onto this additional part of the ladder and make it that much easier getting up and down from your roof. So over on your campsite entertainment area, if I open this door, you have an additional 12-volt mini reefer and then a little saddlebag underneath. You can fill this with ice. You have a drain. You can put more drinks in there as well. Over here you have an outlet, and then just below it you have your LP Quick Connect. So this area could make a perfect outdoor kitchen. You could plug in an electric Blackstone. You have the gas down below, and then the outlet again for a TV if you want to make this that area as well. And then up above you have a large 10-foot armless awning along with a 15.5-foot full coverage legged awning up above with LED lights in each one of them. For the running gear on the 2680, we have 17.5-inch Cooper H-rated 16-ply tires. For a unit of this size, it's probably overkill, but we'd rather be safe than sorry. Then you have your custom Brinkley wheels, and then you have 7K heavy-duty axles as well. As for the suspension, we're using the Curt Touring Coil suspension. So this is going to eliminate leaf springs, all those wet bolts. So as for maintenance, it's going to be a lot easier, and it's going to lessen the vibration in your chassis by 50%. So one, the longevity of your coach is going to last a lot longer with this Curt suspension, but off-road capabilities are a lot better. The towing experience is going to be a lot better as well. So before we work our way on inside, I want to show you all the entry door goodies. So over here we have our MORryde extended grab handle. So it comes all the way down to the first step. You can grab it from the very first step and it's way more secure. Our steps, we're using the MORryde Axis. The nice thing about these is, one, they have adjustable legs, but if these are full of dirt and you're getting ready to flip them inside the door to head out on travel day, these actually fold up. You can flip all the dirt off so you don't have to actually fling it into the unit. On our entry door, we're using the RV lock that does come with a key fob, but you also have these touch buttons here and you can change the factory setting to whatever it is that you'd prefer. And opening the door, on the screen door, we have the screen defender. So it's a metal screen basically. So cats, little dogs clawing at this, you don't have to worry about them ripping through the screen. We have our screen assist. So if your arms are full of stuff coming outside to cook, you have a full bar instead of a little handle. And then it is spring assisted. So kids obviously never shut the door, or if you forget about it, it'll automatically close and you're not gonna have to worry. And then in the entry door itself, you have a built-in blackout blind that does have the reflective foil in there to keep it nice and cool if it's a hot summer day. So walking into the living room of the Model Z 2680, directly across from the TV, you have 2 theater seat recliners that have wireless charging in the center, USBs in each arm, along with heated seats. And then over here, you have your tri-fold sofa, your backlit mirror, and then large overheads. And then in your cubby, you have USB, USB-C. At the front of the trifold, you'll see 1 ottoman, but your 2680 will come with 2 circular ottomans, and they do have storage in them as well. And once we get to the dinette, I'll show you the 2 folding chairs that come along with it. So over in your entertainment dinette area, at the very top, we have a 52-inch smart TV that is on a swivel bracket. You'll see a little hanging chain. If you pull that down, that will release the TV bracket to turn it for your best viewing angle. Underneath, you have an outlet. You have HDMI port, coax, and then a USB, USB-C, along with this shelf so you can put a sound bar, Apple TV, and plug it in directly from underneath. Just below it, you have a window for your good campsite viewing area, and then our dinette area. So on the very top, you have 2 hidden utensil drawers. Then below it, you have your sliding and extending dinette. So this is in storage mode. There's a lock on the left-hand side. You'll pull it out. There's a leaf that will attach to the back, and then it has room for 4-person seating. So you have your 2 stools and then your 2 folding chairs for 4 people. And then under it, you have a set of 6 drawers just for additional storage in your dinette and kitchen area. So shifting into your kitchen area, on the very left, if I pull this out, you have your trash can storage with your built-in paper towel holder with additional storage for more paper towel behind it. Above it, you have tons of countertop prep space on each side of your 3-burner cooktop, and then you have your stove. Up above, you have your residential size microwave, again, storage to the right and the left-hand side, and then along with above your sink, plenty of storage for your large pots and pans. And then your sink is a large farm-style stainless steel sink, and then underneath, you have an open area and it's dishwasher prep. So if you want to add a dishwasher, you do have the capability to do so. A little further to the right, you have a built-in desk in the back of your 2680. So you have a perfect work area along with an outlet with USB, USB-C to plug in your monitors or your computer. Underneath the desk, we have a pull-out hidden drawer for all your pens, notepads, anything you need to do some work, you can store in there. And then you have a large window, so if you're backed up to a lake, you know, you're gonna have an awesome view from the rear. Above, you have large overheads for files or whatever you may need, additional storage in your kitchen. And this is a good example of one of those folding chairs that you can put at your dinette. Folded out, they look like this, but they do come with little bags that you can store them in for transport so they don't get damaged up going down the road. So on the opposite side of your stove, you're gonna have your 16 cubic foot, 12-volt refrigerator. You have the refrigerator side on the right, your freezer side on the left, so you have plenty of storage for all your frozen goods along with all your stuff you need to keep nice and cool. And then just a little further over, you have your pantry. You have 3 pull-out drawers on soft close, and then you have open cavities on the top for some bigger stuff. So as we're working our way upstairs, just inside the entry door, you'll see our magnetized dog bowls. So there's a steel plate that's color matched so it doesn't stick out like a sore thumb. And then you have your magnetized dog bowls that are collapsible, so you can take it off, store it if you don't need it right there. And then up the steps, if I open this door, you'll see your one control and then your 120-volt breakers. So on the one control panel, you can run your slides, your awnings, a lot of your interior lights. This is also where you'll pair your app on your phone to the one control. So everything that's on this board can be done from an app on your phone. You also have your ceiling lights in your living room kitchen on a dimmer switch, and then your max air fan controls right above your kitchen sink area. So moving into the bathroom, as you can tell, I have plenty of space in here. You have a porcelain foot flush toilet. You have your magnetized toilet paper holder, so you can pull it off when you need it and magnetize it back on the wall for transit. Up above, you have a shelf to store any bathroom goods, along with 3 hooks to dry your towels. In the shower, it's a one-piece fiberglass shower, and up above you do have your bezel in there. So instead of having a skylight, we don't do that. We just install the interior piece to give you the extra height, but not make another cutout in the roof. Our shower sprayer, you have all sorts of different modes you can put this in, from the main head to these sprayers here to the wand. So it works for anything you're wanting to do, along with the shelves in the shower. And then you have glass shower doors that do lock for transit. On the other side of the toilet, we have our bathroom sink that is a black stainless steel, so no plastic, stainless steel. You have countertop space, tons of storage under there, drawers, and then additional pass-through storage here that does share with the bedroom. And then you have your vanity mirror that is storage as well, your outlets along with your light switches, and your max air fan controls. So moving into your bedroom area, you have 2 light switches in your thermostat. The right-hand light switch is for your bedroom that is on a dimmer switch. Your left-hand light switch is for your hallway light, and then you have the thermostat for your 13.5 low pro bedroom air conditioner. Shifting over, you have a 32-inch smart TV with hanging hooks down below for robes, towels, whatever it is you may need to hook up. And over here we have your wardrobe area. So these sides here, you have hanging on the right, and then you have split cubby storage which shares with your bathroom. And down below you have a set of 4 drawers. And this is washer dryer prep as well. So you can do a combo or you can do a stackable. You'd remove these 4 drawers and then this cassette area, and then you'd see all the washer and dryer hookups just behind that. So a sub 30-foot fifth wheel with washer dryer prep is unheard of, so we're super excited to have it on this floor plan. So at the very front of the unit, we have a 60 by 80 queen bed memory foam mattress. And if you lift it up, we have it on these heavy duty struts that lift it really high. You got felted storage on each side, along with 2 sets of drawers on each side. So if you do decide to go washer dryer prep below, you still have 4 drawers, and then you have another cubby behind there. Behind the very front, there's another hidden storage area. It's all completely felted. You guys can use that for any additional storage you'd want or for something for safekeeping. On each side, you have large nightstands, outlets with USB, USB-C, storage in front of it as well, and then overhead cabinets from all the way to the right to the left. Hey everyone, I wanted to thank you for following me along and showing you the all-new Model Z 2680. If you have any further questions, feel free to reach out to us. You can also find more information on BrinkleyRV.com.